It was my first 5K, so I was excited.
Feeling tired, pretty sore.
Motivated at the marathon. Hear from the runners as they cross the finish line on a new course.
My goal was originally $3,000. I met that in the first 5 days.
A police officer is on a mission, training for a triathlon to support families of fallen soldiers he served with.
Very exciting to have them come into our community.
An airline's headquarters is planning a move to Irving. We have details and reaction. Plus the latest effort to boost interest in Heritage Crossing. Basketball players celebrate the end of the season, and it's the biggest passenger plane in the world, and it's coming to DFW. This is City Source. The GE Irving Marathon drew hundreds of athletes to take on a challenging course through Irving. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up, but first, a company announces big plans to move its headquarters to Irving.
And we're excited to become part of your community.
It's an announcement the City of Irving and Chamber of Commerce have been working toward. Envoy Airlines, formerly American Eagle, plans to move its headquarter operations to 2 buildings on Regent Boulevard in Irving. Envoy is currently sharing space at American Airlines corporate headquarters in Fort Worth.
So we're excited to be in a campus in Irving here.
I think it's very exciting to have them come into our community and be part of the community, and as well as being a big presence at DFW.
This is the type of growth that we're really looking for in the city of Irving. I mean, this is an announcement with 600 new jobs.
In addition to those 600 permanent jobs, the airline expects to bring in about 100 visitors weekly.
The visitors are really the ones coming to take training. In that new building, we're going to have our pilots training center, our flight attendants training center, and also our mechanics training center.
Between the training they're doing here, the dispatching, all of the things, this is now company-wide. Everything is now centralized here in Irving, and so that is great benefit for our hotels. They're going to use hotels of all different strata, so several of our hotels are going to feel this benefit.
The Irving City Council is slated to consider incentives for Envoy at its May 8th meeting. As of production time, the details of those incentives are not public.
The incentives are in line with what we typically offer, but again, it's not the investment that the city is concerned about making. The investment is good as long as we see a return on that investment. And I think what we heard today was just going to be millions of dollars of property tax value that's added to the city, as well as the indirect, benefits of having people in our hotels and our restaurants and our shops.
In our new building, this is the name you're going to see.
Envoy's CEO says his company's name and headquarters location are the only big changes. He says travelers won't notice any impact.
This is just a name change. It's not going to affect any employee. It's not going to affect the operation.
Envoy says the building's proximity to DFW is one of the things his company found most attractive.
So close to the airport, and the amount of things we have in the area.
The company that is currently located here, Epsilon, is staying in Irving, just moving to another building in the city. The Chamber of Commerce board president says that as the economy recovers, it's especially important to watch these real estate moves and look for opportunities.
And a lot of companies are looking because they're upgrading or they're needing more space, they're growing again. So we know that, so we're certainly staying in front of a lot of real estate professionals, as well as some of the consultants that help companies on where they're going to move to.
It is the kind of diligence that they hope will lead to more announcements like this one.
We're working. I mean, I can tell you that we are very, very much out there in the community and trying to bring people in from all across the world.
Hey, Irving's got it going on. We've kind of got some good momentum, and I think we're very excited about what we're going to see.
And that is not the only airline announcement expected to make an impact. What is described to us as the largest passenger plane in the world will be offering daily flights from DFW International Airport. Emirates Airlines shared this video with us. It shows the A380. On October 1st, it will offer flights to Dubai. And the plane has some super cool features. Up to 1,600 channels of entertainment, gourmet food, and first-class passengers can use 2 shower spas. Yes, this is all on the plane, or they can enjoy time in an onboard lounge. DFW Airport is making accommodations now for the huge plane.
At DFW, you're going to see the A380 served by 2 gates, D15 and D16. And so those 2 jet bridges that exist today will connect to the lower level of the aircraft, and we are installing an upper level jet bridge to connect to the upper deck of that aircraft. And so we'll be boarding it and disembarking passengers on 2 levels with 3 jet bridges using 2 gates. So it should be fun.
Many believe the daily flights will offer a huge economic impact throughout the region. DFW is making some projections based on the study of current international flights.
Figure it's going to be $350 million a year with an A380 here in terms of economic impact to the cities. That's a very rough guess. We haven't done the actual math, but in that sense, it is the sheer number of people being added to your city, the visitors that come in and out every day. That's going to add more people spending money in your hotels and your restaurants and tipping your waiter and all of that.
Emirates Airlines says the service is a direct response to increased demand. It currently offers service to Dubai on a smaller plane. This move will increase capacity on that route by more than 80%. In other economic development news, the push continues to encourage interest in Heritage Crossing. Several residents got together to organize an event they hope will give people a better idea of what the future could hold. Take a look.
This is Deep Irving Market Day, and it's a business-focused event to get people to visualize what our neighborhood could be like if we had the businesses that everybody says they want to have.
As you can see, even on a cloudy, cold day like this, people are coming out.
The city's been real helpful, but it is not a city-sponsored event.
We wanted to take the idea that came out of the Irving Boulevard redesign project and actually demonstrate to people what it would be like. Because sometimes people, when they see a drawing, can't really visualize it.
But when they see stuff going on, they think, oh, it really can happen.
We approached the city to ask permission to demonstrate a wider sidewalk and a cycle track here on Irving Boulevard. And fortunately, the city said, well, that's a great idea. Let's help you do that. They have coned off the street as it will be when the reconstruction happens.
This is a 6-foot wide proposed bike lane, about 11-foot wide sidewalk, and then we have a transition zone here where we have, the street trees and other vegetation, and then you have your parallel parking lane. And then beside that you have your 2 lanes of traffic and then another set of parallel parking spaces on the other side. This is the speed of traffic we were hoping for. It continues to move through at a nice steady pace. There's really no backups as we can see. This is a good traffic amount we have down here. This allows the people in the vehicles to actually take some time and look and see what's happening around them.
As you can see, it's already slowing the traffic down, and it would be a great thing for us down here.
If it gets funded.
The next step is to work with TxDOT, which we currently are. It's their facility, so we have to work through them for the time frame and the scope that's involved in the project and how all that will come about. So we're visiting with them right now.
And then the Main Street area, when the angled parking is here, it's like a barrier between one side of the street and the other, and you need to loosen up that barrier and allow people to get and see what's across the street, what's down the street without a bunch of cars in the way.
It's all about pop-up businesses and what we could potentially have down here.
Pop-up shops. So we have a pop-up bike shop, pop-up barbecue, and we're hoping for a pop-up bookstore.
I try to stay optimistic about it. I think that grassroots efforts are really what's going to get it done, and with the city as a partner to it, rather than it being a city-led effort. I think that people that want to see things happen need to start stepping up to the plate and getting them done. And if we do that, then I think it'll be a go.
This is what we've been talking about, hearing the music, seeing the people, the smell of the foods, the vendors, the traffic going by. This is all about how these downtowns work. It's the community coming together, put on these events that make the downtowns work.
What I hope they get out of it is a picture in their mind that things can be really good down here.
Here in Deep Irving, it's a destination.
The Deep Irving Steering Committee is considering holding another event like that this summer. We will keep you updated. In today's Crime Fighter, scam artists working to get your money, and some Irving residents already victimized. Here's how it happens. A caller poses as an IRS agent or Irving police officer. He threatens arrest or even deportation if money is not paid. Police say the calls likely originate overseas, but the callers are using software to make your caller ID show it's coming from a local number. So what should you do to protect yourself? First, tell the caller you'll call him back at a number you confirm is legit. Record the call if you can. Never send money via prepaid cards. Green Dot and Money Pack are ones police say are commonly used. Also, don't be bullied. Legitimate government employees are not likely to do that. Finally, report it to Irving Police and the IRS. Then there is this guy. Police say he has hit a couple of fast food restaurants, asked for change, and kept asking for different amounts to confuse the clerks. Police say he's gotten away with about $150 so far. He was last seen in a silver-colored Chevrolet HHR. Call police with tips at 972-273-1010. The case number is 147401, and that's how you can be a city-sourced crime fighter. More police news later. Meet an officer training for a triathlon to support a cause close to his heart. But first, the GE Irving Marathon. Runners were on a different course this year, one that started at the Irving Convention Center, and it attracted a bigger field of runners. It's the kind of loud wake-up call people might need this early on a Saturday, especially to get pumped up to run a marathon, the second annual GE Irving Marathon. Runners signed up before sunup. Once daylight broke through the overcast skies at the Irving Convention Center, we talked to some of the runners getting ready and found out there's a lot of experience here.
I am running my 33rd half marathon today.
This will be close to 570 marathons run lifetime for me, which is the leading female in North America to have ever done that.
While she's looking to break more records, this group has a different goal. It's Team Red, White, and Blue.
We run as a group. I'm a civilian. We have some awesome vets here. Our whole job is to bring the veterans back into the community. Everybody goes across the same start line, the same finish line. It's all about the journey in between.
And that journey starts now. Runners are taking on 5Ks, 10Ks, half and full 26.2-mile marathons, all winding through Irving's Campion Trail.
This is a perfect venue for us.
This marathon can qualify runners to compete in the Boston Marathon. That distinction adds an international appeal.
This year we had 40 Kenyans come out. It's amazing to see that kind of turnout. We had a gentleman that was from Melbourne, Australia, Canada.
Nearly 1,900 runners took on the course. Throughout the day, we found out what motivates both experienced and more recreational athletes to take on such a challenge.
My motivation is just basically my health.
It's not something I get up and dread doing.
I just really like to run. I feel like it's kind of a stress reliever for me.
Took on a half marathon at the beginning of the year and I haven't been able to stop.
You had people cheering you on, I see?
Yeah, this is Team Franco. Woo!
Buddies right here, actually, all four of them. We just decided to do something active for once.
This event raises thousands of dollars for our children's house in Irving.
They work with the Irving Healthcare Foundation, and so we're very, very happy to be able to contribute them in the ways that we do.
At the finish line, we find runners who are exhausted. How are you guys feeling right now?
Oh, man.
Others are exhilarated.
I feel great. I'm 48 and it's my second half marathon, and I'm a walker, not a runner, so kudos to the walkers.
How are you feeling right now?
Good, very good.
Above all, a lot are emotional.
If you think about people preparing, I mean, sometimes the entire year, they put it all out on one day, and so sometimes they don't get exactly what they prepared for. And so to see some of those successes, and sometimes they're failures, and it's just a very emotional experience for everybody involved.
This motivates me, getting awards. The better you do, the more you want to work hard.
On the course, a lot of people say they were not really trying to finish first. They were competing with themselves. They go after their
personal best.
I've done like one of my best times.
I am actually 55 pounds less than I was when I started about 12 years ago.
Edna Turner won a medal for her time in her age group and says the benefits extend beyond this recognition.
Knowing that I can achieve more than my normal age group can do and stay out of the hospitals and keep my blood pressure and all taken care of and everything.
I was pretty happy about it because I have bronchitis, so the fact that I even finished was great.
She ran with members of her law firm, which includes City Councilman Brad Lamorges.
Running through scenic Las Colinas, Showpiece Campion Trails, and then for the marathoners, Valley Ranch, so it's awesome.
Even though there are plenty of sore muscles, runners we talk to are already thinking about the next competition.
Next plan is to do a full marathon.
My goal is a marathon, full marathon in every state. So I think I'll be about 90-something when I get there, so we'll see.
You gonna do it again?
Yes, definitely.
Here's what else is coming up at the Convention Center. May 3rd is the Victory Summit Symposium, which is an event to support people with Parkinson's disease. May 3rd is also Texas Fest, which is a fundraiser for the Irving Healthcare Foundation. May 10th is the North Texas Beer and Wine Festival. May 16th is a wrestling event, the Body Bar Women's National Championships. Find ticket prices and a full listing of public events at irvingconventioncenter.com. More sports now. The Irving Basketball Association wrapped up its season with Family Day. In addition to the championship games, there were some other fun attractions.
We're having our annual IBA Annual Family Day, which includes our All-Star game for each division. We have our players and parent competition.
One parent from a player from one team, they team up and another team play against.
And we also have our famous coaches game. This year we will have the coaches and the parents playing against each other. It is a lot of fun and the kids get to laugh at their coaches.
Yes!
The IBA has been around in Irving for over 30 plus years.
I just love playing as a team. I mean, playing with my friends and interacting with people, new people that I don't know.
Just getting to help my teammates and being a good player. I love it.
Confidence in myself to where that I know that one day I can make it in the NBA.
We have 3 age divisions, 8 and under, 10 and under, and 12 and under.
I played since I was about 8. I've been playing ever since.
Currently we have both girls and boys playing together. However, next year we're looking forward to try to get just a separate girls league.
It's fun. You get to meet new people, you get to score, and you get to go to higher levels like first regular, then the playoffs, and the championship.
We just appreciate the city supporting us in this event. They made it possible this year that we was able to utilize the elementary school for our practice, which was a big help for us this year.
I'm just glad we got the win and we just did the champions.
What are you looking forward to next season?
I'm looking forward to winning the championship next year.
IBA is just fun. It's just fun league to play in, and it's just super fun.
Yeah, the kids definitely enjoyed that, and registration for next season begins in October. In other news, it is just about time for local voters to make their decisions in the race for mayor and 2 city council seats. Early voting begins April 28th and continues through May 6th. Then Election Day is May 10th. The city secretary's office can answer election questions. That number is 972-721-2493. There is also information at cityofirving.org. Even though North Texas has gotten some rain, it has not made up for a big deficit. Strict watering restrictions remain in effect. They are currently at stage 3. That means homes with even-numbered addresses may only water on Saturdays. For homes with odd-numbered addresses, watering may only take place on Sundays. No matter the day, no watering is allowed between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. because that's when evaporation rates are the highest. Violators could face warnings and fines. The city's website is the place to go for more information, including the restrictions for businesses and apartment complexes. Coming up, the turnout at the Texas Trash Off. But first, Web Watch, our most popular and most talked about videos online. In the days leading up to this year's marathon, last year's coverage of the GE Irving Marathon really took off to put it in the top spot on the Web Watch this time around. I hope this year's story will be just as popular. And continuing to hold a spot high on the list, our story on the Special Olympics basketball tournament held at 2 Irving recreation centers.
Our program is a really great program. I really enjoy my teammates, just hanging out with them. They're great to be around.
And a story from our business show, Envision Irving, is getting a lot of comments. It was on the expansion of Menara Academy. On YouTube, Jonelle Ahmed yelled in all caps, "I go there, that's my school, LOL." Not sure why that's funny, but glad you shared your LOL. Aliyah Khan wrote, "Oh, come on, they got everybody but me, LOL." Yeah, we didn't get a shot of every student at the school, but again, thanks for the LOL. If you missed any of those stories, find them at ictn.tv. That's also where you can watch us live 24/7. Plus, catch us at youtube.com/the City of Irving. We have more than 1,000 videos for you to watch, and we always like it when you leave us a comment or maybe just an LOL. Irving is marking Arbor Day with a huge celebration this year. This is video from last year. This band you see, called Vocal Trash, will be making a return appearance. Smokey the Bear and someone described us as a snake humorist will also be on site to entertain. There will also be a lot of education on tree planting and even on how to climb trees. This year's Arbor Day celebration is set for Saturday, April 26th, beginning at 10 a.m. in Heritage Park. Keep Irving Beautiful does not always have great luck with one of its biggest events. Just about every year, it rains on the day of the Texas Trash Off, but not this year, and Susan Kamyab was there for it.
So far, so good.
The day is great. Keep Irving Beautiful is known for its rain at events, and it's not raining.
It's great. It's really awesome. Getting to meet some really awesome people. It's been overall just really good.
Keep Irving Beautiful continues to keep our community clean with its annual Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off.
It's been pretty good. People have been steadily showing up since before 9 a.m. and they're still coming, and they seem really happy to be out here.
I wanted to get out and do something nice.
I try to make everyone, if I'm here, I make everyone. I love it.
Over 200 volunteers came out in support of the Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off, which is Texas's signature event for the Great American Cleanup.
It's a part of a wider cleanup that encompasses the entire United States. So communities all across the United States are banding together to make our communities a better place to live, work, and play.
It's part of a local effort in Irving. It's part of a state effort for Keep Texas Beautiful, and it's part of a nationwide program. So you're getting thousands and thousands of volunteers that will be doing similar events.
One by one, the volunteers step up, sign in, and receive their litter picking materials. And though it may seem like a chore, citizens don't mind picking up the trash if it means keeping their own city clean.
I live in this city, so I have more interest to do things here. And people are really, they enjoy. They come with the family and they really enjoy this kind of work.
It shows that volunteer spirit that Irving is famous for, so I'm really excited that it's once again showing its face here today.
Keep Irving Beautiful held the event at Trinity View Park, hoping to stop trash from getting into one of our important waterways.
So a lot of the trash, even though it might seem really spread out, when it rains or if it gets really windy, it'll blow straight into the river, and that'll carry like all throughout Texas.
It provides water for 9 million Texans. So we're a part of a group that's helping make that river a little cleaner and safer for everyone to enjoy.
Keeping the Trinity River clean is not only beneficial for the community, but also the wildlife.
We don't want it to cause harm to the animals that are in there and impact the environment and essentially clog the waterways or choke the wildlife, stuff of that nature, and the overall aesthetics too. It isn't very appealing.
And it looks like all their effort paid off. The volunteers collected over 4,000 pounds of trash. As happy as these people were about assisting their community, the time spent with each other was equally worth all their hard work.
It's bringing our whole community together. There's so many people, like hundreds of people, and they really care about the environment, and I like that.
We just want to be here to help and just draw together community, get to know people from different departments and different people from the city who work here and who live here to help Irving thrive so that we can all make connections so we can help one another.
And if you come with the right attitude, you can have fun while helping a good cause.
But if you come down with a giving heart, a servant's heart, you'll just enjoy it. It's a wonderful thing. It's great.
Susan Kamyab for City Source.
Many of us have outdated or unused prescription drugs in our medicine cabinets. Here is a chance to properly dispose of them to make sure they don't get in the wrong hands or pollute the water. Irving is again participating in the National Take Back initiative. It is a partnership between police and the Drug Enforcement Agency. In addition to providing a chance for safe disposal, the program is also designed to draw attention to the problem of prescription drug abuse. Syringes and illegal drugs will not be accepted. Drop off those pharmaceuticals on Saturday, April 26th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. in the parking lot of either Walmart in Irving. The program is anonymous. Irving's annual Bike Fest is also coming up. This is video from a previous event, and this year it will feature some of the same popular attractions, including BMX stunt shows, a bike safety rodeo, food trucks, and free helmets to those who qualify. Bicycle Fest is Saturday, May 10th from 10 a.m. until 2 at the Lively Point Youth Center and Skate Park. An Irving police officer who is also an Army veteran is taking on the challenge of preparing for a triathlon. He has already gotten a lot of support, but he's still looking for more to help a cause that means a lot to him.
My name is Jeremy Johnston, and I'm with the Irving Police Department. I'm training for Ironman Texas this May in 2014. I've been training for about 10 months now. I usually like to warm up 10 to 15 minutes before any kind of exercise. Especially with the triathlon, you're really putting a strain on your body with the multiple events that you're doing. This is one of my biggest goals. It's the farthest out of all the Ironmans. This Ironman training ain't no joke. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication, especially with a full-time job and my children and my wife, and it takes a lot. I served in the 82nd Airborne United States Army. I deployed overseas to Iraq for almost 24 months. I teamed up with Team Red, White, and Blue, a nonprofit veterans organization. I started a fundraiser for 3 of my buddies that died overseas in Iraq. I'm gonna help them and their sons go to college, support them, and help out their charities. My goal was originally $3,000. I met that in the first 5 days. Raised almost $11,000 so far. You gotta make sure you get enough rest in triathlon training. That's the most important thing. If you overdo it, you can really hurt yourself and set yourself back. I'm always about giving back, and I want to give back to obviously the fallen brothers and help and support their families. I think the Irving Police Department represents that as well, is giving back to the community to help out, especially when time of need, and that's what I'm about.
Yeah, really some tough training for a good cause. And if you want to make a donation, go to firstgiving.com, then search for Jeremy Johnston. The deadline is coming up. It's May 17th. And as we talk about good deeds, we want to share these pictures of what some Irving firefighters did in Emmett, Texas. They spent several days helping with the remodeling of Becky Calvin's home. Her husband died while responding to the fertilizer explosion in the town of West about a year ago. Firefighters say they were happy to step up and help with the project, which was in progress when Mr. Calvin died in that blast. It's really great to see them pitching in like that. Now it's time for our Pets of the Week, so let's head out to the Animal Care Campus.
Hi, I'm Mary at the Irving Animal Care Campus, and today for our first pet of the week we have Lola. Lola is a 9-month-old terrier mix. She is very sweet and also very scared. She was an owner surrender and waiting here at the shelter for her second chance at a new forever home. Will you come down and meet Lola today? For our second pet of the week, we have Elsa. Elsa is a 4-month-old Chihuahua short-haired Dachshund mix. She is very playful and energetic and loves to play. She already knows the command sit, Come down and meet Elsa today. For our third pet of the week, we have Mandy. Mandy is a female Chihuahua Longhair. She's approximately 1 year old and is very sweet and loving. Come down and visit Mandy today.
All right, thanks a lot, Mary. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. You can also check out the websites you see on the screen. How Irving is celebrating the impact of community development block grant funds on the next City Source. Plus, what started as a small event at Irving Skate Park is taking off in a huge way this year. We'll take you out to the No Excuses Throwdown at the Irving Convention Center, where athletes are demonstrating that wheelchairs won't stop them from taking on some daring stunts. Plus, how you might be able to bypass some of the longest airport security lines at DFW and across the country. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/The City of Irving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with the favorite of springtime in Texas, bluebonnets. Thanks to everyone who is a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.